you just recently cut Top G, Andrew Tate, bro. So tell me more about that. How did you land the opportunity to cut Andrew Tate, bro?
Bro, I've been always trying to manifest cutting big people. Like I've been always dreaming it. I've been always thinking about like I wanna cut top people.
Yeah.
Top people. I wanna be talking with them, interacting, make them look good, make them feel good. So one thing I believe a lot in the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a lot on it. And it just happened, He landed here in Florida, and the first two things that he asked for was girls and a barber.
Really?
Yeah. So one of my guys was in charge of his logistics. And they asked him, and my guy just literally called me, bro, I need you to stop everything you're doing, cancel everybody, and I need you to go to this hotel.
Insane. So
Who's the guy? What do you mean, bro? Bro, honestly, I didn't answer my guy.
Yeah.
And he texts me, yo, bro, answer that fucking phone. What do you mean, bro? Why you don't answer this phone? Bro, what happened? Like, for me, it was weird because my guy is somebody super serious. And he was like, call me right away as soon as you see this. I call him, and he said, like, bro, we have a new VIP client. Top G is in USA. I need you to go cut his hair.
That's crazy. That's insane. And then when did you hear, you already knew who Andrew Tate was before, cutting him, right?
Yeah,
obviously.
Of course.
So how did you feel right when you got that call? Was it like you were like...
Bro, it was... For me, I've been following them for years, bro.
Crazy.
Like, as soon as they start popping out in Twitter, in IG, everywhere, I've been following them like for years. And when he said Andy Tate, I was like, bro, you kidding, bro.
That's insane. Were you like, okay, and then, you were like probably shocked, right? You were just like, emotions were completely up, like law of attraction was really working.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's insane. And that, would you say like the cutting Andrew Tate himself changed your life forever?
It changed a lot of my behavior, my mindset. It switched something inside of me, like, because looking that he's real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact, like, I tell him, bro, I thought you was AI or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you was not real.
So that's what you thought of Andrew Tate? Like, you didn't even think he was real?
I think he was not real, bro. I think
That's
he
funny.
was like just something created by internet, by the Matrix.
Yeah, that's classic. Wait, so when you cut Andrew Tate, how did the cut go? Was there a lot of conversation, or was he locked in on his computer?
Well, the first day was funny because I was super nervous. Nervous. Like, when I asked him, okay, bro, what do you want? What would you like? Which is obvious. Like, I want you to shave my head and do my beard. Okay, would you like electric razor or a straight razor? No, straight razor. And then I start shaking, bro. Like, bro, I'm good with the blade. But I was nervous, bro.
So for sure.
I'm going to start with the hair. But I was shaking. And I said, bro, no, I got to start with the beard. I did the beard first, and doing everything. And then I was, like, more confident. I talked to him. I asked him a couple of questions. I told him, bro, I cut also Luke Belmar, which they are friends.
You did cut Luke Belmar?
Yeah, he's my client, too.
Really?
But I cannot post it because he's super exclusive.
Yo.
He doesn't like pictures, nothing.
Definitely.
But whenever he's in Miami, I call him. We connect. We connect good. I tell him, like, bro, I admire you a lot. You are such a big entrepreneur, one of my biggest clients for now, and he just liked my work. Okay, G, I like your work. It was very nice. I see you in 3-4 days. I thought he was kidding. And 3 days later, boom, his assistant, hey, Nico, how are you? We need you tomorrow. This is the address, different address.
Wow.
Next day, 3 days later,
Yeah.
again.
That's insane, bro. So 3 or 4 days later, you went right back in. And was Andrew Tate kind of just like, I'm just curious because, I feel like people my age, I'm only 17, and everyone looks up to Andrew Tate. There's like probably 90% of people I know that are my age look up to Andrew Tate. So was he, what he is on, the internet, or was he a way different person, or what? What would you say?
His aura, definitely on top.
Really?
I never met somebody with that aura in my life.
The aura was
never like his attitude, his character, the way he talks, the way he treats the people. It really surprised me the way he treats the people, because he treats the people really good.
Yeah.
Like, he impersonates everybody, like from the chef, the barber, the cleaning lady, everybody. He treats everybody super good.
Damn.
His relation with his brother is crazy good, which also surprised me. Just till the fact, like, I was cutting Andrew, and everybody was already getting lunch. And el chef asked to Tristan, "Hey, you want this? No, I'm just waiting for my brother."
Wow.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really, bro, they are really good friends, really good relation between each other. So that really got me like, wow, this guy is really nice person, bro.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the top G, bro.
Yeah, he's top G.
He's not lying.
Yeah, he's not lying.
Not lying.
That's crazy, bro.
I have got like multiple influencers, important people, but this guy is
number one. He's up there. So what do you think separates, just like this average barber? Miami, this is probably the best place to be nowadays for connections and networking and all that. But like, what separates that average barber who's still cutting in like, shops, or they have their own studio? What separates them to you, where you're cutting, dude, I see on your stories every day, VIP mansion, penthouse calls, cutting, I'd say top G's too. They're all like, they're doing good in life, obviously, So what's the separation?
Bro, I would say the mindset. Mindset is completely everything. I would say mindset, habits, because every barber out there is just want a little bit of money, They just want quick money, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't think in relations. They don't think
fully
in build a relation with their customers, in grow their appearance, they look, that's everything too.
Yeah.
As somebody look at you, they will treat you. If they look at you well dressed, looking good shape, they will treat you with more respect.
Absolutely.
Than if you are not looking good, if you don't talk to them. Some people say, oh, okay, clients don't come here to talk, they just come for a haircut. That's what you think. You're wrong. You're wrong, because, bro, I cut billionaires, millionaires.
Yeah.
People who has no time, and they just want sometimes to relax, and they want to have a conversation. They want to be treated like important. They want to be in a nice environment. They don't want a loud place.
Fully, yeah.
They don't want a barber who is smoking, who their hands smoke weed, or who his breath smoke, it smells like alcohol.
Yeah,
they don't want that. They don't want that.
So like, when was that like click for you, when you started, connecting with these like all these millionaires, because it wasn't always like that, right?
No, hell no. No, my story, I start to connect with my clients, and I start to connect my story with them, like what I've been through as an immigrant, as somebody who left everything, their family. I left my wife, my son. I left my life to chase my dream here in USA, and I've been trying multiple years to do that. So I start connect my story with them, and it became automatic. So all these founders, CEOs, they are, bro, this guy is a fucking beast, and I want this guy to cut my hair, and they start to tell all these friends like, bro, you gotta tie this guy. He's special. He's special. And just go, bro. It's funny because my studio is in a penthouse in a floor 7, and the elevator is an old building, and it has been broken like 1 month and a half.
Really?
Bro, people is still coming, bro.
What?
People is still coming by the stairs. Even if I
Wow.
have no phone, my phone died for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
People find me, bro. People.
Either
Crazy.
way.
Either
That's
way.
crazy. So what do you think that is? It's like just like your personal brand at that point. Just who?
Personal brand, bro.
It's not only.
Completely.
Do you think it's more than just a haircut? You know, it's more than just like the skills that you have. Obviously, you're nice with the clippers and trimmers and all that. But like, do you think it's like just you as a person?
Me as a person, completely, bro. In Miami, you can find like 50 or 100 barbers better than me. Cutting.
Yeah.
But you won't find somebody that has my aura, that has my way to talk
Yeah.
to the client, my
Yeah.
way to connect.
Fully.
So for me, it's been connection with the client. It's been, of course, being you, but like not you, the one that was raised by your parents or by the system. You, the one that you mold in a good way. The person that you create, a character that you create that you admire, that somebody that knows how to communicate, knows how to sell, knows how to market, knows how to connect with people, knows when you can talk and knows when you cannot talk, because you gotta like literally know your client situation. If he's in a good vibe to talk, if he's rushing, you gotta be quick too. Like Andrew told me one day, bro, I need you to be quick. That's it, quick. So okay, boom, 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 bam, 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 ready. If you need to be quick and not talk,
How long was quick?
how long is like 15, 20 minutes?
15, 20 minutes, just
Bye.
like that.
Just like
Wow.
that.
It's
It
crazy.
happens a lot with celebrities. I just
Fully.
talked to Body, Body Barber, and he cuts Messi.
Messi.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he was like, okay, the second time that I was cutting Messi, he asked him, how long do you want to stay in my chair?
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, 15 minutes.
They just
20
want to
minutes.
go in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, easy, boom, done. I just want to be easy. There is some clients like that, and you have to be that barber that supplies that too.
Fully.
Yeah, if you gotta be good cutting and good quick.
Fully makes sense. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, bro.
Gotcha. So, okay, you've connected with all of these millionaires, and going back to Andrew Tate, what do you think's like the biggest point of? I'm sure he gave you advice, right? What's
Yeah.
some like good advice that he gave you?
Good advice is like, bro, we have an intuition inside of us that tell us that you are in the right path or you are in the wrong path. He told me like, bro, trust your guts. Trust that intuition. If you know you're doing right, keep doing it. Push more. Keep doing it and never fucking give up.
Well,
Never fucking give up.
fully.
No matter what happens, you're gonna be ups and downs multiple times. Multiple times. You're gonna be on top one day, you're gonna be on the ground another day. But you gotta stay consistent, you gotta stay attracting, wishing, working, being that person, being that what we have been learning in Joe's program, like chase the man instead of chase the money.
Facts. Fully. I think that just comes with like, you become that version, that 10.0 version they say, right? The best version of yourself, and then everything kind of comes as a byproduct. It's like if you're not aligning with that version, with those habits and all of that, then it's like that it'll never come. There's always gonna be that like that cap out, and that's what it was for me. Hitting these certain months, it was like, why I'm doing everything right, I'm putting in the work and I'm staying up late doing all the work, but where my habits align with my best version of myself that's actually making the money that I want to be making? No. So right when I changed that and aligned, my habits with that best version of myself, that's when I was able to actually get the results that I was always wanting fully.
Yeah, completely good. So now I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
what was the best advice that you received from somebody when you started creating content?
What was the best advice I received from someone else when I started creating content? Honestly, it's like it go back to square one, just getting over the fear of being on camera. All of these, people my age, they still care about what people think of them and all of this. And I mean, I feel like there's still days where it's like I still care. I don't think you should care on social media. Obviously, you should care about like certain things. What you say. That's like your what do they call it? Digital footprint or whatever. But like you got to get over the fear of being on camera. Everyone shows, for the barbering industry, everyone shows these before and afters. They show the transformation. They show, how good they are at cutting, but they don't show them, right? And you literally said it yourself. What separates, just the average barber to you, right? Cutting all these millionaires. It's not about who's best at haircuts. It's about who's best known. And the way to get to best known, and that's how I did it as well, how I got best known in my city, was actually getting myself out there, getting myself on camera, showing myself, showing my personality. Because I think having your personality, first of all, on camera, just showing like people, those shy clients, they're like, they feel more comfortable coming to you, right? And then you have a fire haircut, then it's unbeatable. And it's like, there's no way they're not going to come to you now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the combo.
Yeah, it's a combo that's just
the
like,
combo.
And especially it's yourself. Like people will come to you just because of Nico.
Yes.
They like you as a person. And as long as you have a crispy haircut on top of that, it's game over.
Yeah, bro, for real. I realized that the most successful barbers now in the industry, the main point on them to blow up is the personal development. Is they become somebody that deserve to get rewards.
Facts.
So the main point on this is like, bro, you gotta find the best version of you, that the best stuff that God is saving for you, you will get it. He will give it to you.
Yeah.
He will give it to you, but you gotta. There is an image that I always compare. I don't know if you have seen him, of an old guy trying to get diamonds.
Oh, I did see that. And then it's like the animation picture.
Yes.
It's the one who's like, keeps going at it. They get the diamonds, and the one who gives up right before they get there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He was close. He was close to get the diamonds because he was putting the work, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Like when he was closest, he gave up.
Yeah. Fully.
That's everything, bro.
That's like, I could have took that route too. I was like, close. There were so many times I wanted to give up on certain things. I'm a big believer in like everything happens for a reason. Playing sports and like, playing basketball helped me in like the barbering industry and all that. I think we should get Joel in here, yeah?
Big